Greetings all, Shardvixen. I'm sorry for the low level light. I am in my bedroom where I first used to do my vlogs. One of the reasons is because I'm not feeling well. Um, and sitting in my chair, my favorite little rocking chair here, is really good for my back. And then the second reason is the kids are down playing on the PS4, and that would make it really loud and noisy. Um, but it is what it is. Anyhow, so it's going to be kind of a bad quality video. I can move around and see if we get something better light. Um, and that might be better right there. I just can't tilt my back. Can't tilt back. Let me get the turtle in the picture. Alright, this is Rambling 101, which means I just kind of chit-chat about stuff. I have actually gonna chit-chat about my channel and my goals because it's Happy New Year! Alright, it's not really New Year yet, but it will be. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve here in the States, West Coast, and then it'll be New Year's. Now, I gotta do something, so we're gonna go bouncity bounce, 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 bounce. This mask, you remember, is not my favorite mask. It's my second mask I made, and it's not my favorite mask because it fits okay on my face. It doesn't fit very well on my eyes, and the nose is kind of funky. Looks like a peanut. So let's see. Things about my channel, things about me. My brain just went dead. Wow. Well, like all last week, I didn't upload a single video. I just streamed to see if I like that. Whereas it's easy in some aspect, it's hard in another aspect. So I really like being able to upload the videos, and I do want to finish out the games. So next week, cross our fingers, we'll be back to Monday being Fallout and possibly either Dark Souls and Rage. Wednesdays being Mass Effect and Oblivion and Minecraft. And Fridays being Dragon Age and Prince of Persia or Borderlands. So, it's not that I get tired of playing the games, it's trying to manage the time to play the games. I don't do a lot, but there's other people that rely on the use of the different equipments. Like laptop is my son's, so he needs it for school. And the TV sets, I have to bounce around between the TV sets to make sure everybody has the ability to have a TV set or do something with it. I know, electronic household. Ooh, you always remember, saw Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory the other night on family night, and it always reminds me of how, well, first of all, when it was written, how they looked at TV set, how Mr. Dahl thought of the TV coming on into the lives of people with Mike TV. And then here we are, a house that is totally connected to our TV sets. Though that's not to say we can't just walk out the door and leave. We can. In fact, my children and my son and my grandson, are not connected to the TV in the same way that my daughter and I were connected to the TV. She had her favorite shows that she watched on TV, had to be home to watch the shows. Could record them, but that was later when she was older. But when she was little, it was all about, watching her favorite shows and stuff. And then for me, it was the same thing. Had to come home from school, and there'd be my shows on TV. And I was only allowed so many hours of TV. So watching 4 generations, because my son and my daughter have a big separation, almost a generation between them. It's interesting how the world has, changed. And then there's people out there, and I've met them, who don't have a TV set at all and refuse to ever use a TV set. Though I think that refusal doesn't go with computers, so that's kind of funny to me. Though I have met people with no computers and no TV set by choice, and they're kind of, to me, I think they're a little bit disconnected from the world because we are so connected through our medias. Anyway, enough of that interesting little diversion. But to go back to, my channel, I like the uploading of the videos. I like working on intros and outros. I like editing it. It just becomes overwhelming sometimes. So I think what I'm going to do is that on the days that I feel a little overwhelmed by the editing or whatever, I can just throw in a stream. Now, I am planning on learning how to use the Share Factory so I can edit the streams a little more with an intro and an outro. So that's my plan for the next year. 2018 plans. Some of them were 2017 plans. Because for me, with fibromyalgia, it's kind of a give or take. I don't know how each day is going to be. I can plan things, and right up to an hour before I go to do something, I can all of a sudden be sick and have to lay down. And that happens quite frequently, and it's very irritating for me because I can't really make a whole lot of plans. I can't go places. It's just hard to work around the fibromyalgia. And then if I get sick, like I am now, the sick compounds on top of the fibromyalgia, so I'm like double sick, if that makes sense. Or sick? I don't know. Excuse me. So even though I have a croupy kind of cough, it's not really goopy croupy yet, and I've just been having problems with the fatigue and the ice. The legs feel like they're dunked in ice at night, so I have a hard time sleeping, and then the medication still makes me kind of funky. I don't think there's any getting used to the nortriptyline. I just think the nortriptyline is always going to cause me sleep issues. So what happens is prior to taking it, when I take it, there's a period of time of up to 4 hours before my brain gets to a point that it can fall asleep. And in some cases, I just don't. I don't think I fall asleep. But I was researching about insomnia. I've always had insomnia, and there's the insomnia that makes you get up and you're awake, like you're solidly awake, and you're sitting there doing something. But there is a point in which your brain gets so tired that after a couple days that you actually sleep without realizing you're sleeping. And then there's another type of insomnia in which you're just not restful, but you sleep. So if I'm dreaming, I'm sleeping. So I know I'm sleeping because I know I'm dreaming. So that's kind of that thing. So I'm just overly tired, which is the fibromyalgia. And then I'm compounded with the 2 meds that make me sleepy. So I don't sleep at the right times, and I sleep too much at the wrong times. Though I guess the right or wrong is just a preference. I mean, I like to get up early because I have a kid. I have a little boy, and then I get Bobby Joe ready for school and stuff. And then I'd like to get up and go do stuff during the day, and get stuff done. And I can't. So I'm going to have to work around that in 2018. Let's see. I have to, okay, so Lily and Lloyd was my puppet show that was going to have a connection to both of my channels. And I've been working on them since probably March of last year. And I got the puppets were done for a long time, but I hadn't gotten to making a background. I made a background, and then dogs destroyed it just because it happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. And my fault, totally, not the dogs. And then I decided a different way of doing the background. I was going to try doing green screen. That was going to be one of the things. I haven't yet quite gotten to the green screen concept yet, or how to do that. So that's a goal for 2018, is to learn how to use a green screen. And to get a webcam maybe. And I still want to get a GoPro. There's things I want to do with that, not with me per se, maybe with the vlogs, do some outdoor stuff with the vlogs, but mostly for some of the puppetry stuff. So that will be something too I have to work on in 2018. So I got Share Factory, Sig Fig still. I have to finish Reapers, animation short. I feel so bad because I feel bad because I know that that part of the reason I took on doing it has nothing to do with him. He didn't ask me nothing. It was just me because it was a great idea, and it's still a great idea, and it's gonna get finished, and it's gonna be fabulous, and I'm gonna love it. Uh, it's just my illness has really compound the period of time that I can do things. But then the last 2 weeks for the holidays and my 50th blog, I got my whole schedule has been spaghetti. And that's kind of the biggest problem there is that I can't get up. I don't and then I get up and I'm halfway through a day and I'm trying to figure out how to get stuff done. And then other things intercede, like, oh, you got to pay the bills, you got to do this, blah, blah, blah. And then you're back in bed because you don't feel good and you've wasted a whole day. Or like Tuesdays was research day. And then I don't get, Mondays was animation, Tuesday was research day, but Monday I'd get into doing the animation and I wouldn't want to quit, so I'd pour it over into Tuesday. Well, then Tuesday's research stuff wouldn't get done. And then I'd be like, oh, Wednesday, let's do some more animation, but then I start doing research. And then my whole schedule's all blah, 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 blah. So 2018, we're back to scheduling. It'll be the same schedule though. I just have to put the streaming in there. Streaming kind of has pushed some stuff aside, so I have to manage my time a little better around my illness, around the streaming, around what I want to get done. So I have to make sure I have a goal, a daily goal, and that daily goal gets done as much as possible. Now, I'm not going to be mean to myself because I don't get it done. It's just that it's easier to have focus if I say, this is what I'm going to do today. And then I can work my way to getting that done. But Sig Fig I want to get to working on because I really want to learn the ins and outs of computing animation. I want to see if my type of drawing would work, in that. Maybe not. Maybe I'll go back to doing the stop motion pictures because I do it, better. I don't know. Is there such a thing as better digital stuff? And then what else do I want to do? That's pretty much it. And work towards 500. Now, one of the things, I got a lot of ideas. I watch people's channels and I see them playing games in their chat and stuff like that. That is interesting to me. I just don't know if I want to do the gambling. If I want to do it that way, like gaming mics is interesting. I like how Hepla does her. She gives away giveaways. I've seen a few other people, do things like that. It's not like how I would be. I think that I need to figure out, I still can't get Nightbot to work, so until I figure out how to make Nightbot work, that's going to be a problem. I don't know what I want to do in that aspect. So in 2018, I'm going to throw out some stuff through my Discord and other things where I kind of work towards the idea of making like the roles that go in my Discord to come through in my YouTube channel, and I don't know, something for people who join. And then Patreon, and I'm trying to decide if I want to do that at 350. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean 250 or 300. If I get 250 people or 300 subs, if I set up a Patreon, the Patreon would have stickers and other things, maybe some of my art, if people are interested in my art at that time. I know that people say, oh, you like beautiful art, but that doesn't mean people really want one or want something of that. I mean, I don't know how many people actually buy art for themselves. I mean, I buy posters, and people give me posters. I bought posters of the map. I love maps. And there's posters on my wall here, and we have wood posters in the living room. that maybe you've seen off and on. So we're a family that really likes art, and if I could afford it, I would buy more art. Um, but I don't afford it right now, so can't afford it. Can't afford it. That's not right. I can't afford to do so at this point in time. But it's I make lots of little weird stuff, so it is possible that I could do earring sets. I've made those. I've made not rings, but bracelets, necklaces, charms. Pins was what I was thinking. I could make the pins to begin with, and then maybe down the road we could do metal cast pins. The little decoration of what I think my rolls are, or a little fox mask, or just my brand icon with the shard and the little fox peeking around it. I mean, there's a couple of different ways I could do that. And so 2018 will be kind of like hammering that out as well, as I move towards 250 subs and or 300. So I got to kind of figure out how I want to do that. I believe in the Patreon system. I believe in having patrons. I am a patron of a few channels. It's hard, yeah, I know, to come up with the extra money. I just did away with something else, other things that I might do instead to support these people that, I find extremely talented. I don't know if anybody out there is going to find me extremely talented. I dream big. Don't always get there, but I push hard to try to do the best I can and to, if not entertain, but at least give a connection where we can chit chat and talk about stuff is my goal. I'd like people to be enjoying themselves, but I'm not always sure that the things I'm talking about are fun, happy things. So I can't say that we're always enjoying ourselves. Got to make some new masks. That's for sure. Now I gotta make new puppets, but I've been thinking about that a lot lately, and I got a couple ideas of paper mache puppets I want to do, and some felt puppets. So we'll see if I get to the felt and foam puppets. That's because I have to come up with the stuff. I hear little boys yelling downstairs, so I'm gonna wrap this up. I think. Yep. Anyhow, anywho. I want to thank all my subs. I want to thank all my moderators. I want to thank the Long Roger. He comes to every stream to make sure there's a moderator in my stream, which is awesome. Because I'm not sure that he's always enjoying himself. He's going to tell me, that's not true. Okay. So, I want to thank him. I want to thank everybody else that shows up. Today is Unification Day for No Man's Sky. For those No Man's Sky people, I will be popping in there. The Waking Titan, ARG is supposedly waking up and getting ready to do some stuff. So that'll be kind of fun in the next couple of weeks or months. Let's hope it's not months. What else? That's it. I mean, pretty much I'm here for 2018. As much as I can be. And I'll continue the vlogs. And I was just thinking that when I started my first vlog, I was sitting in this chair in this room. And it was a very happy, bright day outside, if I remember right. And I'm really glad that you guys are all coming along for the ride. And I hope you're here for the next 50 vlogs. That'll be awesome. And all my videos. Oh, one last thing. I will be doing Assassin's Creed as soon as I'm done with Fallout. It'll be a while when I'm done with Fallout, though, because I'm still filling out the maps and haven't finished the story. But I'm kind of, you're only doing 15-minute intervals of gameplay. And it's not a walkthrough, but it still takes a while to get through the game. And BioShock is another game I have up. And Metro's Last Light is another one. If you guys have any ideas of games that you might like to see me play, again, go ahead and, make a comment about it. Let me know, because I'll write it down in my little booklet of games and stuff. Alright, so I'm done. And I will catch you all on the flip side. I am out of here. Peace. Have a wonderful new year. And we'll see you in 2018.